I'm Treat.
I'm Shelly, and we're the Blueberry Chicks. Boy, do we got a show for you.
You just rub it, all the crevices, and pan fry so you can hear the sizzle and the smell.
A little bit of butter. A little bit of
And
butter.
then next to it, it's gonna be a wedge salad.
What do we got?
It's a blueberry cornbread.
But when you blend it in with this True Blue Bear beer, it is amazing. It just takes it right over the top.
The Blueberry Store in South Haven, Michigan is pleased to provide product and ingredient support for the Blueberry Chicks. Find more blueberry recipes and their full line of products at theblueberrystore.com. The Moondog Show is happy to be the official media partner for the Blueberry Chicks. You can hear the Moondog Show on the radio, on the web, or anywhere you like to podcast. Find more at moondogshow.com. Providing the blueberries that makes the show go, True Blue Farms in Grand Junction, Michigan is delighted to be able to spread the word about the health benefits and true goodness of blueberries. Telling the history and stories of West Michigan and beyond for over 30 years, Moondog Productions is thrilled to give production support to the Blueberry Chicks. Learn more about Moondog Productions at moondogpro.net.
Wow, Treat, that looks great.
This is gonna be good. You're gonna love it.
I can't wait. The other day we were talking about pies and just National Pie Day.
Getting all hungry for it.
Yeah, but you know, you had come up with a different type of idea of what a good pie might be like. So why don't you tell us what you have created here?
Okay, well, it's a blueberry pie.
Really?
Right, and it's a...
Imagine that.
It's just a cooked filling. It's not a baked pie.
Okay,
you bake
so
the
we're
crust,
not,
but not
no
the filling.
Baking.
Yeah.
So, all right.
So we have some blueberries started right now. It's
what do you got in there?
2 cups of frozen blueberries.
Okay.
And then we're gonna put in some sugar, brown sugar, flour, little salt, cinnamon, and cook it to where it's gonna be thick.
Okay. And those ingredient amounts you can find on
in the recipe.
Yeah. Wow.
Very simple, but it takes like 5 minutes to get this to where it's very thick.
Yeah, it looks pretty thick right now, actually. And it smells really good.
I was gonna say, how do you like the smell?
Okay,
yeah,
well,
it's really good.
while that's doing that, I can take care of that if we gotta consistently stir it.
Okay, yeah, you have to stir it.
Okay.
And we'll lower the temperature a little bit.
Okay, good. And I'll stir that and then
all the way to the bottom, everything.
All right, okay.
Don't miss a spot.
She's got to tell me because I'm not really a
you
cook
just
or a
wanted
baker.
to get out of making the dough.
Busted. Gosh, this looks so good. Like, I feel like you could use it for other applications.
Toppings of any kind, ice cream or pudding or
pudding, the sugar-free Jello.
Or how about the little shells we make with the...
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Do you need me to get that?
Yeah, so then the saran.
Got it.
Let's roll it out a little bit.
Now, how the heck do you get it in there? Oh, I see. So you don't keep it in that shape.
No.
You just got it rolled up and then you're going to put it. So
I did that mostly because don't have a good eyeball on having things, so I just wanted to make sure it was going to be enough.
Is this a big enough piece?
I think so, yeah. Oh my gosh, look at all that butter. I don't know if you could see the pieces.
That's a lot of butter.
It's a lot of butter.
I like it. It's going to taste so good.
And you can pack it down a little bit.
All right, and then this is going into the refrigerator for 4 hours or recommended overnight.
Yeah.
What about this? What are we doing with this?
Keep on going.
Oh, okay.
It has to go for 5 minutes or so, and it needs to be really hot. Well, I shouldn't say hot. It needs to be like almost boiling.
A boil. Okay.
It has to get very thick.
Now I think we're ready to bring this pie to completion.
Yes.
Treat, what are we doing here?
Well, I'll unwrap the cold dough.
Oh, wow, okay. Oh, that set up pretty good.
Yes, so we'll just get this in the pie plate.
Wow, you can still see the butter.
Yes, and it's
butter. Nice.
You know, usually I roll it out.
Yeah, but you're just know what to do because
Putting
you've
it
done
in
this
here.
so many times now. I like that. While you're doing that, what do you want me to
Okay.
do with this?
Well, you mix, this is sugar.
Okay.
You're gonna just mix it in with the flour and cinnamon and butter.
Okay, and again, don't forget, you guys, these are going to be in the recipes that you can follow on our webpage or in the credits, or somehow they'll be in there. You guys will get them for the exact amounts. But I know I can tell you this, that was half a cup of sugar.
That's okay. It's
Oh
enough.
gosh, treat.
You have to use your fingers.
And this is hard butter.
Oh my gosh.
You know how we are with our butter. Okay, I got to use my fingers.
Yeah, and if it is too hard, you slice it up.
Okay, no, I think I can get it.
Okay.
Okay, all right, I got
All right,
it.
well, this is almost ready.
Wow, that looks pretty good.
You want it all the way up to
Okay,
the...
wait, I have to ask, what in the world do you have those beans over there for?
Well-
I didn't know this is a blueberry bean pie.
It is a goofy thing, but it's called blind baking.
Blind?
Blind baking.
Okay.
So we're gonna put this parchment paper on top of the dough and then put the beans on top of that.
Why?
And bake it. Otherwise the crust will maybe slump or puff
Slip.
up in the middle.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're really using it kind of like a weight.
A weight.
Oh.
Yeah, they're considered pie weights. You can buy pie weights, but I just use beans.
Well,
It's
now
cheaper.
there's something that I did not know. I thought maybe you were going to put them in the crust or something. Do they cook then, the beans?
No,
Okay, well,
no, they're kind of, not unless they're in water.
okay. Well,
That's a
good
good
to
question.
know. It's good to know. I didn't know if it gave it like a different type of flavor, the crust or something, but
Well,
oh my gosh.
yeah, and then you can use just about any kind of bean. You can mix and match. You can mix it, have a really pretty
Oh my gosh.
situation there. But
Blind baking.
blind baking. So then
All right.
I'll take the parchment,
All right.
form fit it in here, and then put these beans. This might be a little too much.
Well,
We will see.
the way that you had it set out like that, I thought maybe you're gonna cook them at the same time or something. But this is interesting. Wow, you're right. It
Yeah.
just sets that up really nice
And
in
then you
there.
bake it for 10 minutes or so. So the pie gets set
Okay.
in the.
So you don't bake it the whole time.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Then you take it out and then let it finish baking.
Okay. And I think I got my crumble top about done.
There you go.
What am I going to do
Isn't
with
that
this?
easy?
Just
Okay.
spread it out on here?
Yes, because we're gonna bake that also.
Oh, okay.
I found because this is a no bake filling, you can't. And I love crumb topping.
Yeah.
So I thought, how am I gonna do that? You don't bake this. You bake the shell, but you
Right,
don't bake the
yeah.
filling. So I thought, well, let me just bake that.
Oh, that's good.
Put that on the sheet tray there and
Okay.
baked it for like 5 minutes.
All right.
I tossed it, I left it on the sheet for a little bit, and it crisped up.
It crisp right up.
It's
okay.
like little crunchies.
Good.
very
So
cool.
what's going in the oven first? Your pie?
My pie.
All right, get your pie in there, Treat. Awesome. And then will we wait 5 minutes before the pie's done to finish this up?
Yeah, or you could put it in now and just let it.
Let's just get it in there now,
Yeah.
but don't let me forget. 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
That's one of the things Dennis always makes me set a timer.
Oh, I always do. Have to.
Okay, 5 minutes.
Well, Shelly, 5 minutes up.
That was quick.
It is
Dang.
up.
Wow, time flies when you're having fun talking about pies. All right, let's get this out of here.
What do you think?
Wow.
Yeah.
That, you're right. Look at that. That turned out perfect,
Very
just
nice.
like you said. Okay, well, you're gonna have 5 minutes more for yours, and I'll time yours. Ding, 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 Treat, your beans are done. You better get them
What
out
a bell.
of there.
Okay.
Oh, gosh, be careful.
I know, and it's quite heavy
Yeah,
because the beans do weigh.
they do.
Quite a bit,
Well, that's the
yeah.
whole purpose, right? The whole purpose of it. All right.
I'll just put it right there.
Yeah, perfect. Good.
Okay, so now this has to cool. We're going to remove the
You're gonna. Well, we got to finish baking it, so you're gonna pull these out.
yeah.
Okay.
But I have to get a tray to put them
Okay.
on.
Let me help here. Wow. Well, they come out pretty easy.
Yeah.
Oh, that you're right. Look at that. Wow. All right. right. Now we're gonna put that back in, and how
Back
long?
in 25 minutes.
More?
Yep.
All right.
25 more minutes, and then it'll be golden brown.
Okay.
Sometimes it takes a little bit longer, but most of the time,
Depending on your
25.
oven and elevation and. All right, 25 minutes.
25.
All right, 25 minutes.
We'll
We'll
clean
be right
up a
back.
little bit,
Well,
yeah.
come on, you know how I am about cleaning up. We'll be right back. Wow, Treat, you're right. That did not disappoint. Now, I know we've already baked it, and you did say it has to cool down. So, to
Cold
speed up
filling,
time,
cold
we're
filling.
ready to start filling this pie crust.
And all that you cooked earlier will fit right in there.
Let's see.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. It looks pretty
Oh,
thick.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then you just make sure it does. Yeah.
Oh,
Get
wow.
it all.
That looks
yeah.
so good. Now, will this have to be chilled or set up a little bit
I
too?
recommend it, yes.
Okay, is this another overnight project or
Well,
is
no.
just a couple hours
Just
in the
a couple
refrigerator?
hours.
Wow, that looks so good. Now, I do have a question. Why don't you set it here and I'll put it on the top, but if you were you had the extra dough left over.
Mm-hmm.
If you wanted to make some more of this,
Yeah, you can.
All right, set it
another
right
whole
there.
pie. Or,
what else could we do?
well, I thought little miniature pies would be cute.
Oh, with the leftover crust.
Yes.
Oh,
Leftover crust, and then you just put
wow.
a little of the same crumble.
Now, Treat, do you have to put the beans in the little
No.
ones too?
No bean. This is a no bean crust.
Oh, no bean crust. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow.
No, but it's the same flavor and.
Now, am I
uh,
going to use all of this
all of
crumble
it,
on the
yeah.
top? Oh my gosh. It
if you
looks so
like
good.
crumbs.
Oh,
You like-
yeah.
yeah.
I don't know who don't really.
Oh my
I mean,
gosh.
it's so good. Treat, you know what I think would be a great idea?
Oh, no, don't tell me. Where are we going to go?
Uh-huh, you knew it, girl. I think
See it
this
in your
crumble
eyes?
top and everything that we've been putting
Oh,
together here
yeah.
today for this pie, I think we should go to Grand Traverse Pie Company
Oh my
in
gosh.
Traverse City.
Great, yes.
What do you think?
I love
Up for a
it.
road trip?
Beautiful. Yeah.
How about you guys? Can you guys come, the crew, to the road trip to the Traverse
Yes.
City? Oh my gosh. Come on, let's load up and get going. Brian, thank you so much for having us to your
Absolutely.
facility.
It was great having you guys there.
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe everything you have going on there. That's like Santa's workshop for pies.
It's hard to have a bad day when you're dealing with pie all day long.
Oh my,
it's
and
great.
the aroma was just
Absolutely.
amazing. So walk us through a little bit. How does this all come together?
Sure, absolutely. So as we get there each day, we start the day with putting pies in the oven. So pies go into each one of the ovens. We do about 450 at a time. And then we have bakers immediately start weighing fruit, mixing fruit, getting the mix in there. And then we have a little bit later, we have our crumbers show up, and our crumbers will start putting crumb on the pies and getting them ready, putting the heart on top just to
That
finish
little
it
heart,
off.
all handmade.
Absolutely.
This is all done by hand.
The whole process is done by hand, which a lot of people don't always understand, and that's a story that we really want to tell because there's not a lot of people doing it the way we do.
Yeah.
And it's a cool thing to see, and the level that we're doing, and the amount of pies that come out of the facility, and every single one has been hand done by one of our bakers. Down to the very last heart.
Like with love.
Absolutely.
They're doing it with love and they're putting the heart on there. And like, I think that's what, you can taste it. I
Absolutely.
mean, the
And we-
pies are so good.
Thank you very much, and that's exactly what we do. We like to tell everybody we bake with love, and that is the heart on top.
Yes. Oh my gosh. And you know, so you do so many different flavors
Mm-hmm.
there. Do you have a top 3 pie?
Absolutely. So, you know, apple and cherry are really what we're known for. Cherry, we are cherry capital of the world.
Yes.
So cherry is a big one. Apple, I think, is always there. My personal favorite, and the one that I think is right up there in third, is blueberry. Blueberry does fantastic.
Oh, I just love music to my ears. So we did actually get to see some of them making those blueberry pies, and you know, I just really liked how all of the employees, really, you could feel that team and all of the people putting their love into those pies.
Absolutely. We have a fantastic team. Every one of the bakers is very heartfelt. They love what they do. They come in, they enjoy working together. we laugh, we have a good time, and we get a lot of pie made. So it's a good place
It's
to
a
work.
good mix, you
Absolutely.
know, which I learned something. It's different. So you guys are making like bulk making pies for big distribution to retailers. And how many stores are you guys in now?
We're currently in just over 400 grocery stores.
400?
Yeah, all the way down to Florida, all the way over to Alabama, and recently New York and Pennsylvania up the East Coast.
That is amazing. And then when you come to the restaurants, they do all their own baking in the restaurants.
They do. And it's, as we can see, we're here now, it smells fantastic.
It does.
And it's a really fun place to come and just have a cup of coffee, sit with some friends,
Yeah.
talk and discuss over pie.
Yeah, I know we've heard some laughter here today and people sharing stories, and you know that's what the experience when these folks are buying it at the retailer and bringing them home. They're doing the same thing.
Exactly, it's an experience.
Yeah, 400. I mean, all over this East Coast.
Yep.
Which is special. So these are already pre-made, and they just go into their local retailer, grocery store,
Yep.
and they're just take them. And do you warm them up at all, or?
You can, absolutely. It's a bakery pie, so it's ready to consume right when it's bought. I like my apple pie a little warm sometimes.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
nice to throw it in the oven for about 15 minutes, give it a nice crisp, and warm it up a little bit. Very good.
And so you guys are doing all of the baking, all of the making,
Yep.
and all of the shipping right out to that facility.
Absolutely. We just are finishing up some of our busiest season 2. We'll make about 100,000 pies in the next few months, just going out to grocery stores and to customers around the country.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Grand Traverse Pie Company is #1 in my books.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you for having us.
Absolutely.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Can I just fill this right out to my car? I love it, especially all blueberry.
Mike, it is so
Shelley.
good to be here at Grand Traverse Pie Company and spend some time with you. It's been a while.
It's been a while. Thank you for coming.
Oh, it's
Welcome
been
to
great.
our
I
humble
love
abode
it.
here.
It's
Yes.
beautiful. You know, a lot of years that we've been friends and working together side by side. Could you tell us, how did this whole thing start for you?
Well, this started 28, 29 years ago, 1996, right over there. This is our original location.
Oh my God.
And Denise and I, my wife and I, started the business, and we lived in San Diego. We're from Michigan, but we met at Michigan State, Go Green, and moved out to the West Coast. And after about 15 years, we wanted to move home, own our own business, raise our family in our business, connect with community. And what do you do? And I was in Lockheed Martin. She was in medical sales. What are we going to do? How are we going to reinvent our next chapter of life? And there was a little pie company east of San Diego in the mountains, Julian. And I kind of watched, Denise and I were kind of customers, and we loved it. And I thought maybe we can replicate what they're doing in apple country, in cherry country. So that's where the idea was planted or born.
So how many different locations do you guys have today?
We have 11 pie shops, one in Indiana, the rest are in Michigan. We make our pies. We have bakers that make pies in each shop every day, one at a time by hand. That's the lane we're going to stay in.
Yeah.
We're not going to, as we grow, replicate and mechanize. We're still making them one at a time, by hand, from scratch, every day in all of our locations.
You have a motto here. What is that motto?
Well, we call it the power of pie, and we have employees in many locations. And so what we've done is we've developed who are we?
Oh, look at that.
And this is something that we've done to communicate to our people and our partners and our stakeholders. What does the pie company stand for? We call it the power of pie.
Wow.
And we needed, about 10 years into our business, we realized it's not that easy to go from one location to multiple. It
Yes.
doesn't just happen.
No.
And if you want to maintain a culture, you have to have a language and a culture and a process and a way to reinforce that every day.
You know, I mean, you talk to anybody. You got the Grand Traverse Pie. You guys do catering. We've had some of your product in the catering, and how special you make that meal, individualized, is awesome. you also now are doing a lot with retailers, right?
Right.
So you're
Distribution, we're in Florida, Georgia, Ohio, Pennsylvania. So that kind of a market we've developed with Brian's help and Rocky in our facility you were at yesterday, the process in which to supply all these remote locations. It's a whole new segment of our business we're excited about, we're learning about, and that's what makes it fun.
I think it's an inspiring story, and I wish more businesses and more people, like-minded people like us would get together. You've created the template for a recipe for success.
Recipe, yeah, I like that.
A recipe for success, and your pies and all of the other products that you have at your stores like this, your restaurant stores, and where your facility is, are just fantastic. And you know what I'm thinking? We need to have a piece of pie right now.
We do. You can smell it.
I
don't know
can
if these
smell
folks
it.
can smell it, but we can.
It's
time for pie.
great.
Yeah.
It's great. Well, thank you so much for
Thanks,
your time
Shelley.
today, and let's go have that pie.
All right.
Well, it is our favorite time of the day. We're gonna eat. And I have been waiting all day for this. Unfortunately, Mike had to take off, but we got Brian here. And we're so excited because we have just this whole smorgasbord of wonderful baked goods. And I think, if you guys agree, we'll start with the pie.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Good
Brian,
choice. Yeah.
Sure.
Since it's right in front of you, let's see how we can do that. Now, we know that these pies, as we've been discussing throughout the whole thing, that they're, made, they're handmade. These are made from scratch, and you're really gonna, good job, Brian.
Thank
you.
you.
Really did that.
I've done it once or twice.
Okay, and you didn't even practice. I love that. So, all of these, not just the pies, but all of these are made here in-house. We're at the restaurant this afternoon getting to eat our pies and sampling the blueberry pie, of course, because everybody knows blueberries are our favorite, and that pies and blueberries seem to just go together, right?
Absolutely.
This is unbelievable.
Okay, what?
Very good.
Brian?
The crumb.
Cheers.
Yeah,
Cheers. Okay. Oh, I got a little piece of heart in mine.
Aw.
And we talked about the heart, so that was good.
I love how you taste the blueberries.
Everyone.
Oh my gosh. I think the blueberries, the flavor of the blueberries really come through, but yet it marries up nicely
The
with the
texture of
crumb
them.
topping
Yeah.
on there. And the crust alone is just so moist, and it just really is a explosion of goodness, home cooked goodness right in your mouth.
Well said.
Yes.
Well said.
How about, should we try something else?
Well, yeah.
Look at what you got going on. The turnover.
Yeah.
I gotta try one of these. Look at that. Look at that. Now that to me is a turnover.
Thank you.
And it's got some weight to it. And
It
I know
does.
right where that weight's gonna go.
On me.
Yeah, but still, look at that.
Beautiful.
Wow. Just so beautifully done, right here
Flakiness
in
of the
house.
crust.
Yeah, look at that
So
crust.
that crust is actually the
flaky.
same crust we use in our pie as well. We
Oh,
just
it
use it for
is.
our turnovers, so it
Oh,
has that
that's
same
just
great
full.
flavor.
Look at that.
It sure does. Wow. Now, is the blueberry filling inside here the same too? If something works, stick with it.
Absolutely.
Just like you guys have done here. I love that.
Amazing. Really, really good.
I don't
Cup of
think it
coffee
gets
and
much.
that in the morning is perfect.
Yeah,
Oh.
I don't think it gets much better than that. You can taste the freshness.
Flaky crust.
And again,
Absolutely.
like we talked a lot about all of the local ingredients that were sourced to bring all these different desserts and snacks and recipes together. I mean, I think it's just a really good foundation for some taste good, feel good food.
And a lot of people don't always realize that we're the Grand Traverse Pie Company, but we do so many other things. A lot of different baked goods, whether it's the turnovers or the muffins. Well, we also do a lot of sandwiches based on different agriculture from Michigan as well.
And sandwiches, you guys
and
have.
soups
Salads,
and all
soups,
kinds
yeah.
of
Oh
stuff.
yeah,
Yep.
because you
Breads.
have also a chicken pot pie.
Yes,
right?
which is
chicken pot
fantastic,
pie
yep.
is amazing. Quiche.
Yep, we do a lot of quiches.
Yeah, and so if you can't stop by one of the 11 locations, you do have online ordering.
We do, and you can order any of our pies online. Go to our website, grandtraversepie.com, and all of our varieties of pie are typically on there. And we we would love to ship you one.
We will
Oh,
do that,
well, hey,
yeah.
you would be pleasantly surprised and just
Very much
amazed
so.
by the taste of these. And they come already cooked.
Absolutely.
Stick it in the oven, heat it up, and pop
Ready
it
to
in your
go.
mouth. I love it. Well, I can't thank you enough on behalf of all of us
Thank
at
you
the
guys for
Blueberry
coming.
Chicks. And it was been a great experience and
Very
one
good, yeah.
definitely for the pie book.
I think you have definitely become part of our pie family. So.
Aw, thank you.
Thank you.
The Blueberry Store in South Haven, Michigan is pleased to provide product and ingredient support for the Blueberry Chicks. Find more blueberry recipes and their full line of products at theblueberrystore.com. The Moondog Show is happy to be the official media partner for the Blueberry Chicks. You can hear the Moondog Show on the radio, on the web, or anywhere you like to podcast. Find more at moondogshow.com. Providing the blueberries that makes the show go, True Blue Farms in Grand Junction, Michigan is delighted to be able to spread the word about the health benefits and true goodness of blueberries. Telling the history and stories of West Michigan and beyond for over 30 years, Moondog Productions is thrilled to give production support to the Blueberry Chicks. Learn more about Moondog Productions at moondogpro.net.
Thank you for watching the show.
And we'll see you next time right here on The Blueberry Chicks.